Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Merchant Seaman community where men and women are not alone at sea because the Merchant Seaman community is here for he or she. Please take 10 seconds, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share the video, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the community. If you know anybody who you think is interested, or if you know anyone that's headed down the wrong direction and they just need to get out of that environment and do something positive with their life and they're looking for a change, send them on down, let them check out the community, check out the videos, and see if it's a good fit for them. I've written a book called The Complete Guide to Becoming a Merchant Seaman: How to Make $5,000 to $10,000 a month without a GED or high school diploma. The link for the book will be down in the description. It is available on Amazon. Also, please go and buy some Merchant Seaman community merchandise. The link for that will also be down in the description. Thank you in advance for your support. For those of you that do go and purchase the book, please leave a 5-star review. It really helps out people find the book when they're looking for it. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about what merchant seamen need to pack when they're about to go to work aboard a ship. Um, I'm very excited about this video. I got a lot of information to give you guys and gals. Yeah, let's get into it. One of the first things that you need to pack, you're going to make sure you have all of your documents, your passport, MMC, TWIC, vaccine card, medical certificate, your union book, um, and yeah. So basic. So for me, I always keep all of my documents. Oh, yeah, shot card, excuse me, passport. Um, I used to keep all of these items inside. Yep, union book. I used to keep all of these items inside of a little pouch like this. You can get whatever kind of pouch that you want. You can get whatever kind of pouch that you want. This is what I used to use. And I used to have a little lock on it, so whenever I got on the ship, I could, put a lock on this. But in this one, I liked it because it could fit around. It could fit around me like this. And when I was, in the airport, if I needed to pull out my passport, then once I got my boarding pass and everything, I could just stick it down in this pouch. So like I said, you don't have to get this exact same kind, but this is what I like to use, because I don't want to take a chance and you don't want to take a chance and lose your MMC or passport, because those things are very important. You can't work on a ship without having those, and it takes a very long time to replace those if you lose them. Also, I inside of the same bag, I used to always take a mini tape recorder. So I'm not a lawyer, I'm not giving legal advice, but I used to always take one of these, just in case, hey, if anybody's saying anything racist to you, or if, let's say you're being sexually harassed, or whatever the case may be, um, it's good to have a tape recorder. Um, yeah. So let's see. Yeah, so I used to take one big piece of luggage and put all my things in there, and I used to you want to make sure your luggage is not over 50 pounds. If it is over 50 pounds, then they're going to charge you extra amount of money if your bag is over 50 pounds. If you don't mind paying extra $100, $200, then hey, that's up to you. But also keep in mind, most of the time when you go on board a ship, you're gonna have to carry that piece of luggage up the gangway to get on the ship. And one of my other videos, I showed you what the gangway looks like to get aboard a ship. It's a long set of stairs, and it's somewhat steep. So the heavier your bag is, then the more challenging it is, to get it up the gangway. But like I said, if you don't let that stop you. I mean, if you need to go over, if you feel like you need to go over the 50 pounds, then do what you have to do. Um, yeah. So yeah, I had one big piece of luggage, and then you want to get another piece, or I used to have another piece of small luggage that I guess meets the airport's requirements, that for you to bring aboard the ship as a carry-on. Um, and you could get the small carry-on. You could make it a hard case, um, just in case, like you have like something in it that you don't want to be broken, because in the airport they just throw your luggage all around. So yeah, you don't have to, but it might be a good idea if you feel like you have something fragile that you don't want to be broken, to get you a hard case um, suitcase. Yeah, either the big one could be a hard case, or the small one can be a hard case, or you don't have to get a hard case at all. But like I said, if you feel like you have something fragile in it, um, then you might want to get a hard case suitcase. Um, let's see what's next on the list here. Uh, Sunglasses, especially for you guys and gals working out on deck in the spring and the summer. Excuse me. When that sun is beaming off of the sea, it can be very blinding. And if you're working out on deck, um, then you want a nice pair of sunglasses to protect your eyes from the UV rays. Don't get a cheap pair of glasses that's not going to protect your eyes. Get something of quality that's gonna like I said, protect you from the UV um, rays of the sun. Um, see what's next. Safety glasses. Um, just about any ship you go on, they will provide you with safety glasses, but those safety glasses they provide you with, um, they may not be the most comfortable safety glasses, or they might not. Um, you may not like the way they fit, so you don't have to. But I do recommend maybe bringing your own safety glasses. Yeah, these are a pair that I got from Walmart. It's only like $40. Um, these ones, I like them. They had this little cushion here, and this little rubber um, foam piece that was by the nose part. The only thing I didn't like about it, because this piece here is like a piece of silicone or rubber, and the engine room was so hot that normally, sometimes these little rubber or silicone, after a while it would wear off. But it would, if I went on a ship for 4 months, it would definitely last for 4 months. Sometimes I can get them to last like 8 months. But once this little silicone or rubber has rubbed off, then they're kind of no good after that, because this plastic will be rubbing against your nose. But if you want you know, good pair of or decent pair of safety glasses that doesn't cost that much, yeah, I got these from Walmart. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, you're gonna need you a watch. So I recommend a Casio watch. Um, doesn't have to be anything fancy. This watch I got from Walmart. I think it was like 15 bucks. Um, you could get like a little bit a watch that's a little bit stronger, like a G-Shock. Those are a little bit more expensive, but um, like I said, any Casio watch. And another thing I'd like to mention, just about you wanna probably bring two of everything. Meaning, like, I used to always bring two watches, because it's been several times I've been on a ship, and this in the watch band, I might have got the watch band caught on something, and then it broke. So it's always good to have, you know, two pair of maybe two pair of safety glasses. If you break one, you got another one. If you same thing with the sunglasses. If you lose them or break one, you so just about everything you want to make sure you have uh, two pairs. Let's see what's next on the list. So you want to buy a alarm clock, because on the ship, they're not going to tolerate you being late. Like, um, you know, you have to be on time. Um, yeah, I mean, just point blank, period. You got to be there on time. So, on the ship, I bought an alarm clock. I used to set the time on the alarm clock. Okay, now if something happened to the ship's electricity during the night or something, and let's say the alarm clock went out, then you could try to make sure that that alarm clock has a backup battery in it. I used to always set my alarm on my watch, and I used to set the alarm on my cell phone. So I used to be amazed of the amount of people that come on the ship, and sometimes they would be late, and their excuse is, "Oh, my cell phone didn't go off because the battery was dead," or so. To avoid all that, I always recommend setting 3 alarms. Set the alarm on your watch. Set the alarm on your alarm clock. Buy an alarm clock, and set the alarm on your cell phone. So out of those 3 alarms, all of them or one of them are gonna go off in case the other two get messed up or something. So basically, when you go on a ship, you want to make yourself, you have to put yourself in the mind frame as, hey, for the next month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 7 months, whatever, however long your tour is going to be, that this is going to be my home. So you want to make yourself, I guess, mentally prepared for it and as comfortable as possible. So, like if you get a welcome mat and put it outside your door, something with some nice colors to it. Um, you know, when you go to your room, I feel it helps a lot, because on the ship, you know, it's, all the rooms are in a long hallway, and all the rooms, all the room doors, they look exactly the same, and it could be somewhat depressing. But if you have like a nice welcome mat outside your door, then at least, like I said, mentally, I think it helps. Um, yeah. So also going along with, as far as like mental health and keeping yourself positive, I used to always like in my like the first day I get on the ship, I used to post pictures of like positive quotes. I would post pictures on my wall of like beautiful sunsets, so like a beach scenery, and you can even get like pictures of beautiful sunset or beach setting, um, whatever makes you happy. Yeah, you could blow those pictures up like a poster size, and bring that with you on the ship. And like I said, if it's constantly seeing those positive images, mentally it'll help you a lot. And you want to take care of yourself spiritually out there on the ship as well. So, bring the Bible with you, or doesn't matter what your religion is or belief. Whatever the God is that you serve, bring that with you. Bring the Quran, bring the Torah. It doesn't matter if you're into Buddhism, whatever it is, bring those spiritual items with you, and that'll definitely um, you know help you spiritually while you're out there. Next thing, on your phone, before you leave to go to the ship, make sure you've downloaded or bought like some podcasts that you would like listening to, um, some audio books that you would like listening to, um, some of your favorite music, because a lot of times on the ship it might be like some downtime. Well, listen, where it's not a whole lot going on. Um, so and then also at night when you're off work, maybe you want to listen to some of these audiobooks, um, and listen to some music and listen to the podcast. um, let's see here. Yeah, so for me, when I was working down in the engine room, I would uh, I would have you can get, I have these wireless. I mean, I'm sorry, not wireless. I'd have these earbuds, and because the engine room is extremely loud, I would have these ear muffs. Uh, these ear muffs are very good. They're from 3M, and you can find them on Amazon as well. 3M ear muffs. So anyway, on the days where it wasn't a whole lot going on, um, or yeah, on the days where it wasn't a whole lot going on, I would have my earmuffs over it, and then I'd be listening to um, podcasts, audiobooks, and sometimes music, but most of the time, audiobooks. But or they have like comedy books. I mean, yeah, like different comedy concerts you can listen to, or something. But So yeah, that helped me out a lot. Um, okay. Next thing, those of you guys and gals that like playing video games, bring your um, video games and your video game machine um, with you on board when you go on board the ship. Yeah, like I said, on break time and when you get off at night. I know I personally don't play video games, but for those of you that do and you enjoy them, I know it seems to be a good way to unwind after a long day. It seems like a good way to relax yourself. Um, like I said, on your off time and on break time. Um, yeah, then you also could bring you some good books that you would like to read as well. So on your break, you might read like a couple of pages. Um, because like if you're gonna, what I used to do, I used to bring some books. Let's say if I bring like 2 or 3 books, and then I just tell myself, okay, well if I can at least read like 10 pages of each book a day, within 30 days, that's like 300 pages. So you could go through like, you know, you can go through you could go through like 2 or 3 books in 1 month if you, dedicate yourself to reading at least 10 pages a day. And if the book is 300 pages or less, you know, yeah. Um, oh, rain suit. Um, most of ships, well, when you get on a ship, they might have an extra rain suit, or they might have, yeah, like a rain suit that they can give you, but the rain suit on the ship is going to be very heavy. And if it's spring or summer and it's raining and you have that very heavy rain suit on, excuse me, then it might become very hot. But for me, uh, I used to always buy it's a it's called where is it at? Yeah, it's called Frog Togs, and you can find this in Walmart as well. I believe it's like $20 for the jacket. It's very light. It's really light, but it will definitely keep the rain off of you. Um, it comes with the jacket and it comes with some pants. Cause yep. So yep, you always want to bring a rain suit because you never know when you might need it. Um, okay, let's see what else we got. Yeah, cell phone charger. Yeah, so make sure you bring 2 cell phone chargers. If one cell phone charger stops working or something, then hey, you'll have a second cell phone charger. Um, yeah, you want to make sure because how you gonna charge your phone, because one of your other shipmates might let you borrow their charger, but you don't want to be in a situation. You want to have your own cell phone chargers, because your shipmate, he might not have the right um, charger that you need. Yeah, I recommend bringing your own first aid kit. What I mean is that bring your own bring your own little small tube of Neosporin. Um, a couple of band-aids. Different size band-aids. Um, let's say, yeah, I would bring like you know, if you ever catch a cold, like for me, I used to bring like 1 box of maybe like 1 or 2 boxes of Theraflu. I used to bring like some chloroseptic medicine. Like if I ever got a sore throat, I had some medicine from a sore throat. Like if you have allergies, then make sure you um, bring like some allergy medicine, as long as you know it's something that's not going to make you sleepy, while you working during the day or whenever your work hours are. But um, maybe like a ace bandage. Um, yeah, like I said, your own first aid kit, because when you get on the ship, like, yes, they have a room dedicated on the ship that they call the hospital, and they probably do have some band-aids in there, and they might have some Neosporin, and even in the whatever department that you work in, they should have maybe some band-aids and stuff like that. But what if they're out of band-aids at the time or something? So basically, you want to make sure you have your own things just in case the ship is out of it, or you can't find the person at the time that's able to issue it to you, or whatever it is. Just have your own like first aid kit. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So whenever I used to go on a ship, I used to get a big Ziploc bag, right? And let's say like rubbing alcohol for my face, like moisturizer for my hair, like whatever, like or like a bottle of cologne, like whatever liquid item that you're gonna take with you on the ship. Just take some yeah, like duct tape. I used to take some duct tape and then tape the top of this whatever the liquid is, and then put it in the Ziploc bag, and then I would put it. You can't put, yeah, which any of you guys and gals that travel a lot, that you can't take any kind of liquid this size on your carry-on, but whatever bag you're going to be checking, yeah, you can put these items in that bag, and you don't have to worry about these items leaking out. Yeah, so some stuff like this, or maybe like your video game, if you don't want that to get damaged, and if you put it in the bag that you're gonna check, then that's why I recommend having a hard case, so you don't have to worry about it getting broken or just getting smashed. Which if this got smashed, then at least the liquid would be caught in the Ziploc bag, and it wouldn't ruin the rest of the stuff in your luggage. Let's see what's next. Okay, so yeah, this is so I'll bring these out again. These are earmuffs. So definitely for those working in the engine room, I used to you don't have to, but I always had bought these and myself and brought it with me, because I used to wear the ear. They'll give you earplugs, and on top of the earplugs, then I would wear this as well, because the engine room is so loud. Yeah, they require you to have earplugs, but I used to always have double protection: the earplugs and this, or like I showed you earlier, my earbuds, and then this, because yeah, like I said, you want to protect your hearing, because after if you damage your hearing, then there's no way of repairing it. So it's better to be take care of yourself out there. So yeah, like I said, they're made by 3M, and you can just go on Amazon or online and just look for 3M earmuffs, and yeah, they should pop up. Yeah. Also, even those of you that don't work in the engine room, I still recommend getting a pair of earmuffs, because it's been several times I've been on a ship, and like for example, I used to work on ships that carried crude oil a lot. So whenever we would get into port and they were discharging the crude oil, like those pumps that's pumping that crude oil off of the ship, those pumps would be so loud. Oftentimes, the only way I would be able to sleep at night would be to put in some my earbuds, or either the ear plugs, and then put this on top, and then just sleep like that. But if I didn't have these, because those pumps were so loud, it would be no way that I would get a good night's sleep. So that's why I recommend the earmuffs. Work gloves. Um, I used to always buy these work gloves. They're called Maxi Flex Endurance. Yeah, Maxi Flex Endurance. Um, and by the way, I'm not. None of these companies are sponsoring me to promote these items. These just personal items that I bought that I liked. So these gloves in particular I liked because they were form fitting to my hand. It protect my hand. Protect my hands, and then they're oil resistant. And then they have these little bumpy things in them. Um, so like if you're grabbing something, it'll grip onto it. You can take a good grip of it. So yeah, like I said, Maxi Flex Endurance. If you Google it, yeah, it should come up. Let's see, what's next? Okay, yeah, so work clothes for the ship. Yeah, so let's just say like whenever the ship is in port, then most companies you would have to wear the company's uniform or overalls. You have to wear the company's uniform. But if you're out at sea, because when you're in port, you want to look nice and you want to represent the company. And if anybody from outside the ship comes on board the ship to conduct any business, then they'll know who works, that you work for the company. But when the ship is out to sea, then most companies you can wear your own work clothes. You don't have to wear the company's uniform. So, and you don't have to spend a whole lot of money. Me personally, like you can go to Goodwill. You can buy some, just some jeans. Well, I used to always buy like like some khakis or like Dickies, but like I said, you can find those in um, like a Goodwill or a thrift store. They don't have to be Dickies or any special name brand of khakis, um, or because it's Goodwill or thrift store would be pretty inexpensive. Or some people they would buy like the more expensive like pants like Carhartt. They could they'll just spend a whole lot of money like one time and get like 2 or 3 pair of good Carhartt pants, and then they'll last for a very long time. You don't have to worry about buying them again. Some guys and gals they would just buy some like some very thin long sleeve button up shirts, um, or long sleeve t-shirts to work in, because in um, I know at least in the engine room they want you to have long sleeves on because there's a lot of hot pipes, a lot of hot machinery, so they don't want you to get accidentally burned. Um, and also, speaking of long sleeves, I I recommend um, yeah, this could be for any department you work in as well. I used to always buy these Nike, uh, yeah, Nike dry fit shirts. So with the Nike Dry Fit shirts, they're very light, and they're made in a way where like when you sweat, it like repels the sweat off of your body. Um, so um, I used to always bring like probably like maybe like 4 or 5 of these shirts. They're expensive, but for me it was worth it because those shirts they kind of absorb the sweat. Then because like I said, the engine room it's extremely hot. It's even good for the deck, and yeah, for the steward department, you might even want them for the steward department as well. But I know, um, just speaking from the engine side, um, if I just had a regular like cotton T-shirt like this, I would have to change this shirt like 3 or 4 times within the day because it would just be soaking wet with sweat. But with these dry fit shirts, like when I went on break, when I went on break, I could just take it off. I just hang it up by my air conditioned vent in my room, while I was on break, and then I could take it off. I could put it back on, and then go back to work. And then next break, same thing. I could just kind of hang it by my air conditioned vent while I was on break. Put it back on and then go back to work again. So yeah, like I said, those work really good. So if you have those, then you don't really probably have to bring any more work clothes. You might bring one or yeah, I mean you could bring like 1 or 2 more or a couple more work shirts. So let's say I might bring like 4 of those dry fit shirts, and then like 4 more just regular, let's say like a cotton button up, long sleeve button up shirt. Um, so like let's say like if all of my dry fit shirts were in the laundry, then then that day I would just grab one of those other extra shirts that I bought to wear that day. Yeah. So okay, let's see what's next. Yeah, so I'll say, no matter what ship you're going to be on, bring clothes for the cold weather and bring some clothes for the warm weather because you don't know um, you don't know what you might need. So what I mean is even if you're on a let's say you know you're going to be on a ship that's going to be and it's the spring or summer. It's the spring and the summertime, and you're gonna be that ship is supposed to only be like in between Florida and Texas. So, um, so you would be, normally that ship would be in, pretty warm weather. But on a lot of these ships, they keep the the staterooms, our rooms where we live, and the house where the house is where the gymnasium is, the room you're gonna stay in, the galley, which is the cafeteria. But anyway, your room at night could be extremely cold because I mean, that's just the way. That's just the way it is. Your room at night could be extremely cold. So some people they would get like some t-shirts, or they would go in the engine room and get some filter material, and they would duct tape the filter material or the t-shirts over the vent to keep some of the cold air from coming out. But because your room could be extremely cold, you want to bring like you want to always bring like these thermals, or some people call them long johns. You want to bring a couple, maybe like two or three pair of long johns, or maybe two pair of long johns, the tops as well as the tops as well as the bottom. Because because you also could be in a situation where, let's say the ship, like I said, um, let's say the ship you're working on is in Hawaii, but all of a sudden the ship gets orders to go to Alaska. So then, yeah, what are you gonna do? So, like I said, no matter um, what ship you're on, make sure you bring um, some clothes for cold weather and bring some clothes for the warm weather. So you don't have to bring a whole lot of clothes, but like I said, okay, like the thermals or the long johns, maybe bring 2 sets of those. You might want to bring like just a regular hoodie, like maybe like one hoodie, um, maybe like one pair of jogging pants, something like that. Um, and maybe like one what they call windbreaker, one jacket maybe. Um, yeah. So and then as far as warm clothes, like a couple of short sleeve t-shirts, maybe 2 or 3 short sleeve t-shirts. Yeah, you're gonna want to bring. Yeah, this would always amaze me as well to see people on the ship how they would come so unprepared. So meaning like, hey, because you're working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, hey, sometimes you're gonna have sore knees or sore muscles, or yeah, sometimes you're gonna have some aches, some pain, some sprains. But hey, um, you gotta look at yourself as an occupational athlete. So just like an NBA player, hey, a lot of those guys are playing hurt, but hey, they gotta get it taped up, or they put some special muscle rub on it, and hey, you gotta still play the game. So for me, I would always bring. I used to always bring something called. I don't know if y'all can see that, but something called Tiger Balm. So it's a muscle rub. You don't have to get this one, but this is what works for me. You can bring icy hot. You can bring those icy hot patches. Excuse me, but some type of muscle rub. I used to bring a knee brace because sometimes my knees would hurt because going up and down those stairs in the engine room, or like I said, just wear and tear, just standing on your feet like 12 hours a day. Um, yeah, so a knee brace. I used to bring a ankle brace, and I used to bring the sh- I used to bring a back brace. So like the most ships, they might have a back brace, but like I said, you don't want to depend. You don't want to depend on the ship. You want to have your own things. So I used to bring a back brace. I used to I used to bring a heating pad. I used to bring a heating pad, and I used to bring a massager. Yes, an electric massager. It's hold on, I can show you guys and gals that too. Hold on. Yeah, I just used to, these two little balls right here. They rotate and vibrate, and if you got any sore muscles, hey, man, it can really help. This one, and I had this for years, and it's still I think it's Concord or something like that. Um, oh, Con Air, Con Air. Yeah, you can Google Google Con Air, and something should pop up, or whatever massager you think would be good for you. Um, yeah. So uh, yeah. So of course, you want to bring um, soap. So how I used to do with the soap is like, okay, if I know I'm gonna be there, let's say Um, let's say if I know I'm going to be there like 16 weeks on the ship, then I would say, okay, you know what? One bar of soap might last me 2 weeks. So then I might bring like 8 bars of soap. Um, because like I said, those that soap, it kind of kind of weighs down your luggage as well if you bring a whole lot of it. But hey, you need soap. Um, but initially, just to get on the ship, I might only bring like maybe like 8 pieces or maybe like 10 pieces. I probably bring like 10 pieces of soap if I knew I was going to be there for like 16 weeks. So that's how I used to do with the soap. You want to make sure you bring enough toothpaste. Um, maybe like I don't know how fast you go through toothpaste, but like 2 or 3 things of toothpaste, uh, a couple of bars of deodorant. For me, I used to bring the rubbing alcohol when I shave, so I don't get bumps or anything like that. Um, and what I can say is that, okay, you can bring, yeah, bring enough soap and deodorant, to keep you going for a couple of weeks. And once you get on a ship, most ships, let's say they're gonna have like 1 or 2 ports that they always go into. So those ports that they always go into, like that particular port, I have a mailing address. So um, whenever you're in port and you have cell phone signal or internet access, then you could go on Walmart or wherever you want to order it from, or you could order more soap or deodorant or whatever it is online, and then have it sent to that address. And then the next time the ship came to that port, then then the ship has what they call an agent, and that agent would bring whatever mail or packages they have for that ship. They would bring it on board, or alternatively, which I'm not really sure how every ship is handling that now with this whole COVID thing. But uh, pre-COVID, whenever the ship would go into port, then guys or gals would after they got off work, they would go to Walmart and pick up some things, and then come back to the ship. Um, but me personally, I used to always just order it online and then have the agent bring it on board. Because just for me personally, whenever I got off work, I just wanted to get enough rest and enough sleep to go ahead and make it to the next day. So, but if you have to get off, then yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, if you got to go off, if you got to get off, you got to get off to get what you need. And if you're a good worker, you have good rapport with your supervisor. A lot of times they'll even let you go um, during work hours to go to Walmart real quick and then come back. Um, oh, this is a big one. Okay, so for me personally, I used to always bring my own um, pillowcase, my own fitted sheet, my own um, regular sheet. Um, or bring your own linens for the ship. Let's see, I think. And for me in particular, I picked out this purple color um, linen set for the bed because that color purple is real pleasing to my eyes. Like when I see that color, I get a good feeling. So there again, you want to be very strategic, even picking out your linens, because just certain, whether you know it or not, certain colors they stimulate different emotions and feelings inside of your body. So um, Yeah, so the ship will have linens for you, but I mean, and of course they had those linens washed before they gave them to you. But just me personally, the way I was thinking at it, sometimes those linens gonna have stains on them that they couldn't get out. So yes, they're clean, but the linens have stains in them. Also, hey, God knows how long they had those linens and how many hundreds and thousands of merchant seamen have slept on those same linens. Like I said, yes, I know they definitely wash them; they're clean. But just for me personally, I just brought my own linen. Yeah, and yeah, same thing with the mattress. Like yeah, you might want to bring a mattress protector. Um, Not to protect their mattress, but you might want to protect yourself from the mattress. So if you put a mattress protector on it, or if you don't buy a mattress protector, if you just bring like an extra sheet that you could put on the mattress, then put your fitted sheet on top of that sheet, then that could act as a mattress protector. Because like I said, there again, you had hundreds and hundreds of seamen that were sleeping on that same mattress. Bring your own laptop and make sure your laptop has a DVD player on it. A lot of these, or most of these ships will have a DVD like library. They have a bunch of DVDs. So if the ship doesn't have cable, or if the ship doesn't have, or even if the ship does have cable TV, and but if that ship goes overseas, then once it's out of range or outside of the United States, you're not going to get signal. So if you have your laptop with the DVD player on it, then at least you can go in that ship's DVD library and you have something to watch. Also, very important is to have an external hard drive, and I would say get at least a 2 terabyte, because on the ship, um, you're gonna have your other shipmates. They're gonna have a bunch of movies on their computer, or they're gonna have a bunch of movies on their external hard drive. So they'll just you would give them your external hard drive. They would plug it into their computer, and then they would download. They can download movies onto your external hard drive, or um, like on the ship you're gonna meet people from all different countries. Maybe from South Africa, from France. So they might have um, music or movies from their country. So it's a good opportunity to, hey, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let me check it out. And yeah. So or like whatever position that you're in, as far as work wise, they might have some good study material for you. So then they can download it on here as well. Or they might have took some cool pictures of the trip that you're on, and they can download the pictures onto your external hard drive. So external hard drive, I feel like it's very important to have as well. Um, let's see. Oh, ball cap. You want to bring. Um, you will need to pack a a ball cap. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Doesn't have to be anything expensive. The reason you need a ball cap when they're doing a lifeboat drill, they want you to get in the habit of bringing a ball cap. They will ask you to wear a ball cap during the lifeboat drill, because God forbid if you have to get in a lifeboat, especially a open lifeboat, then the ball cap will block the sun, from beaming on your head. So, yep, that's why you need a ball cap. Also, I always pack a pair of hair clippers, so I could, cut my hair when I'm on the ship. And you ladies, I guess you can pack your hair dryers, blow dryers. Yep. Let's see. Yep. We already talked about bringing a pair of earbuds, but I would also recommend bringing a pair of headphones. I like these ones. They're called Sennheiser. They're a German brand of headphones, and yeah, I'm not being sponsored by any of these product that I'm talking about. I'm not being sponsored by them. They're just my personal opinion and what I've used and what I like. But I like bringing a pair of headphones. So at the end of the day, if I'm in my room and I'm looking at a video or something on my laptop, I'll get a better quality sound by using the headphones. Yep. So, oh, a notepad. You want to bring a notepad, and some of you might even want to bring a journal to document, your day-to-day things that go on the ship. But bring a notepad. Oh, yeah, bring a notepad. It just doesn't have to be anything fancy, just a regular, oh yeah, there you go. Just a regular notepad, and you can keep it in your pocket, or if your shirt has a pocket, keep it in your shirt pocket, keep it in your pants pocket. Your supervisor will be very impressed with you if you bring a notepad, and when he's giving you instructions about what he would like done, you just take your notepad, you write everything down, and that way, and then once you write it down, and you can just repeat it to him. Okay, hey, you asked me to do X, Y, Z. You confirm it with him, and yeah, that way you don't have to go back later and ask him. Okay, hey, what did you say about this? What did you say about that? And also, if you have a notepad, you can, write down any personal notes to yourself about things that you might want to do. Yeah, so it's good to keep a notepad with you. Oh, yeah, it's good to some of you might want to bring an MP3 player, because the MP3 player, they're really small, and if you got your audio books, you have music or pictures downloaded on it. It's a lot easier to carry around an MP3 player in your pocket when you're working on the ship. Yeah, when you're working on the ship, excuse me. It's easier to carry the MP3 player around with you. If you're out on deck, you won't be able to use your MP3 player. But if you're working out in the gym, or if you're in the engine room, or the galley, or other parts of the ship, if like I said, the MP3 player might be something that you want to look into. Yeah, I said bring you some comfortable pair of shoes that you can wear. Once you get off work, you've been working in boots all day, so let your feet relax. You can get a pair of clogs, or you can get something like these. Just a comfortable pair of shoes for you to wear when you get off work, and you can feel comfortable. Oh yeah. Uh, yeah. Just bring a pair of flip flop or shower shoes. I call them Yeah, I call them shower shoes. Um, you wear those flip flops when you're in the shower. It protects your feet from the just standing on the just the bare shower floor there. Um, and when you get out of the shower, since you got on a pair of shoes, it'll protect you and kind of help from slips and falls and stuff too. Um, yeah, I always liked the shower shoes because I never liked the thought of me just standing in that shower, that same shower that hundreds and hundreds of seamen stand in the same shower every every year. Yes, whenever you get on the ship, the shower will be clean, but just me personally, I just like wearing shower shoes um, or flip flops. Okay. Uh, yeah, make sure you bring toenail clippers, lotion, cologne. Like the reason why I like bringing cologne because like I said, you're out there, you're away from your family, you're working long hours, but even just the smell of something nice that could keep your morale up, keep your spirits up. Um, yeah, um, yeah, it could be, and yeah, and also cologne is in a sense like a form of aromatherapy. Yeah. Make sure you bring enough washcloths and towels. Um, The ship will provide you with washcloths and towels. I just personally like bringing my own. Um, yeah, I just like using my own washcloths or my own personal washcloth and towels. Um, but if you're fine with using the ones that's provided on the ship, then you don't need to bring it. Um, bring you a pair of channel locks or a Gerber multi-tool. If you don't know what a pair of channel locks are, then just Google it. But a pair of channel locks are good to have. It's like a multi-purpose tool that you can use for a lot of different things. It's or the Gerber tool, a multi-tool. It's good to carry one around with you. Um, a knife. Um, Yeah, you need to bring you a little pocket knife like this. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I think I got this one from like Lowe's or Home Depot. It's like $20. It's always good to keep you a knife on you as well. Um, Flashlight. It's always good to bring a flashlight with you. Most ships they'll provide you with one. Sometimes the ships don't have anymore. Um, if you buy one, try to buy one that's where the whole thing is plastic. The outside of it is plastic. Because if you ever go on a ship, a tanker ship that's carrying crude oil, they're very particular about what kind of flashlights that you can use. Um, yeah, if the ship ever has ship loses power, it has a blackout. You always want to have your flashlight so that way you'll be able to see. Uh, Yeah, another thing that you need to bring on the ship with you is a positive attitude. You have a lot of people on the ship that's, they're miserable in their life and they want you to be miserable as well. Um, just, but yeah, just like I said, just keep a positive attitude. If you um, walk in a room and you're smiling and you're always positive, then just you being positive or your smile can brighten up a dark room full of negative people. Um, Yeah, bring a yeah, I would say bring a vision board, or either bring a picture or a pad or something where you have your goals written down. Um, because this vision board and goals, um, or let's say like you know that once you've completed your time on the ship, you're going to treat yourself and you're going to go on a cruise. Then put up brochures about the cruise or pictures about the cruise, and stuff like that will motivate you on the days that you don't feel like being there. It'll keep you going. Um, yeah, bring a extra pair of shoestrings for your boots. Um, I was on a ship one time and my shoestring it broke, but I was fortunate I had another set of shoestrings, so I was able to keep going. But if I didn't have another set of shoestrings, I would have been walking around with no shoestrings in my boots. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. If you ever buy a pair of boots before you get on a ship, make sure you save the receipt for your boots, because most ships they will reimburse you um, for the um, for the price that you paid for your boots. Um, yeah, as long as you have a receipt for those boots, um, and you give it to the captain, then he'll make sure the company reimburse you for the boots. Some companies they pay you like up to $75. I think some companies pay you up to $25. But as long as you have your receipt, they'll reimburse you whatever that company has set aside to reimburse you for. Also, whatever receipts you had from your baggage fees, food you ate in the airport, you keep all those receipts. If you had to take a Uber from the airport to um, the port where the ship was docked at, and save those receipts, and you turn all of those into the captain, and most times you'll get reimbursed for all those costs. Most of the time, um, they will always arrange for you to someone to pick you up from the airport and bring you to the ship, but it might be a couple of rare occasions where you'll have to provide your own way from the airport to board the ship. Um, yeah, you want to make sure you bring a belt. Um, make sure you bring a couple of pair of clothes for going out. Maybe like one pair of jeans, one pair of khakis, or two pair of jeans, two pair of khakis, or jogging pants, whatever you wear when you're going out. Um, if you get off the ship, you'll have you know, something to wear besides work clothes. Um, Another thing, very important. If you don't remember anything else that I've told you, two and most important things that a merchant seaman must take care of is his health and his wealth. Um, so, as far as the health part goes, bring herbal supplements. I know I used to bring vitamin C powder. I used to bring you can get it from Vitamin Shop. This one here is a mixture of different B vitamins, B6, B12. It gives you energy, especially working long hours. Calcium, whatever herbal supplements, whatever vitamins you need to take care of yourself while you're out there working. You want to always be safe. Like I said, take care of your health. Make sure you get enough rest. Um, get enough sleep every night. Get enough sleep. Another thing that's important that goes along with mental health. If you know you're going to be on a ship for 4 months, then mentally it's better if you tell yourself, I'm only going to be here for 16 weeks. And then that way you're just counting down the weeks. And let's say, like, once you get down the 10 weeks, then you tell yourself, okay, well, okay, after this week, then I'll be in single digits, so 9 weeks, 8 weeks, 7 weeks. So that's one of the things that's always helped me when I was on a ship, not looking at the months, but just counting down the weeks. I mentioned earlier about me bringing my packing soap with you when you packing. You don't have to. I like bringing my own soap because I have a certain kind of soap that I like to use. But when you get on a ship, there should be plenty of soap that they provide you with. So you don't necessarily have to pack soap when you're packing your luggage. Um, the ship normally has plenty of soap um, that they give you. You don't have to pay for that soap. Another thing, if you know you're gonna be, if you know the ship you're going on is going overseas, then before you board the ship to start work, then check with your cell phone carrier and ask them if they have some type of international plan for you to make calls when you're overseas. Um, Another thing that you need to bring is a laundry bag. Okay, so you can just get a regular laundry bag, or I like this one because it folds out like this. Yeah, and so and you can fold it flat, so it's easy to pack it in your luggage because it folds flat. So you'll need a laundry bag. A laundry bag you keep in your room. You put your dirty clothes in the laundry bag, and then whatever day you're gonna do laundry, you have something to carry your laundry in to get to the laundry room. I want to thank you guys and gals so much for watching. Please continue to be kind to one another, share information, help each other out. Hey, I don't know everything, so by the community sharing information, leaving comments, asking questions, it helps all of us get better and grow. And lastly, I would like to leave you with a quote. You become a master of your life when you learn how to control where your attention goes. Value what you give your energy and time to. Thank you. I love you guys and gals. See you in the next video.